All right, guys, I just wanted to make a quick video here and let you know my thoughts on the new arm brace ruling that's going to come out with the braced pistols. In case you haven't heard yet, what's going to come out from the ATF is a new rule that the braced pistol will be considered an SBR, a short-barreled rifle. And what they are going to do is give amnesty, which means that they want you to take a picture so they have proof that it's a brace, because you will never be able to put a stock on it. But they want you to take a picture of the weapon with the brace, send it in with your fingerprints, a Form 1 and all that stuff, and they will give you a tax stamp free of charge. This is not a good idea. Not a good idea. It's just a way to gain more control from the ATF. Another thing is, too, that if you're in a free state, citizens won't be allowed to carry like your CZ Scorpion or your braced AR or an AR pistol or an AK pistol or a braced AK. You will not be able to carry that legally in your vehicle because it will now be considered a rifle with a short barrel, not a pistol. So that's another thing that they want to prevent. I don't like the idea of that. Another thing that's going to happen that's going to be very bad with this, there is millions upon millions of braced pistols that have been sold in this country in the past decade. Literally tens of millions. The ATF will be so backlogged with paperwork when they start this that I am predicting it could be years before you could get your, quote, free tax stamp back. That's what I'm predicting, that it could be years. Like, if you're not one of the first ones or whatever to send it in, it could be years. I don't think they'll hire any more people to do the paperwork to process it. They're just going to swamp the few that they have there to process these. And it's going to take a long time for you to get this free stamp back. Now, keep in mind with that, like I said, even though they're stating this as an SBR, you cannot take the brace off and put a stock on it. You cannot. You will get charged the same charge as having an SBR. That tax stamp is only good for that weapon with a brace that is in the photograph that you send to them, that same brace. You can't even change braces. So, just some things to think about. From what I'm being told, this is going to drop in December. So, not good. This goes against the Supreme Court ruling about the history and tradition of what was banned and what the framers were thinking at the time they wrote the Constitution. So, basically, what Clarence Thomas put out was that in order for anything to be banned now to deal with firearms, it has to be in the history and tradition of what was banned or not allowed at the time they made the Constitution. We're trying to go by their mindset, which is probably the best ruling that I've ever heard on gun rights. This is a great time right now for gun rights. So what will have to happen is somebody will have to have an arm brace and get caught, and they'll charge them with an SBR, and it'll have to go up to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court can kick that. It's not a law. It didn't go through Congress. ATF is just overextending what they're allowed to do and using this, you give them an inch and they take a mile type scenario. So the Supreme Court will say it's unconstitutional because when they wrote the Second Amendment, nobody put anything in there about a barrel length or a stock length or anything like that. So it has to be in the tradition of the country. All right, guys, I hope you found this informative. This is DOF, and I'll be back with you real soon, and I'm out.